Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time here, my name is MJ. In this channel, we talk about financial literacy, avoiding debt, and making better financial decisions through the lenses of other people's experience. If it's your first time, join the family. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Today we're going to be talking about negative equity and the saga of bad decisions when it comes to car payments. Let's get into it.
I recently had a customer who came in and she wanted to trade her Hyundai Kona. Now, the reason she wanted to trade was because she has a growing family and she was pregnant. Now, whenever somebody has a trade-in, I go straight to getting details off of the car and then also seeing what her payoff is. I grab her keys and then I ask her, "What bank do you make your payments to?" She says American Credit Acceptance. Based on that answer, I kind of knew where we stood. I go out, grab the miles off her car. Her car has 100,000 miles on it. I come back inside after taking a look at her car and she has her payoff pulled up. She owes $25,000 on this car. My manager then plugged it into his system. The car was worth $9,000. She was $16,000 flipped on this car. Now, this is the real kicker. She had no money down. She didn't have a single dollar down for the next car. And then she also wanted to keep her same payment on the newer car. At that point, I pretty much knew I already had nothing. There's some people that you just can't help. Given that she was over $15,000 upside down, in just negative equity alone, she'd be rolling about $300 a month. Hey, I hope she can figure that situation out.
Kona, right? If you don't know what a Kona is, it's a crossover basically. It's not an SUV and it's not a sedan. It's right in the middle. Crossover is what they call it. No money down. There's nothing wrong with the Kona. She just wants a newer car with no money down, and you have a child. Like in my mind, I got two kids. I'm sitting there thinking like, why do I want to put myself in a more tighter situation that costs way more? You already owe a lot of money to it. You're losing money on it. Why do you want to double down? Why do some people want to double down and get a more expensive car? You have no money to put down. I'm just so confused at like how irresponsible it is with the new child on the way. A Kona is pretty spacious for two children, bruh. I think more so she's doing it just to have the new car, right? New baby, new car, new life. But with the baby, you're gonna be out for 3 months. How you gonna make the car payments? Because you have no money down. So this is a trap that's even gonna put her in more trouble.
2019 Genesis G70 finance. So I was thinking about what can I do.
How much do you still owe on it?
I think 27.
Is it a 4-cylinder or a V6?
6 cylinder 3.3.
All-wheel drive?
Yes.
Advanced, design, or dynamic?
Advance.
What's the mileage on it?
36,000 miles.
And how much do you owe on it?
27,000.
You're about almost 10 grand upside down. What are you looking to do?
See if I can get into the lease and see what you could do for me.
What kind of a payment are you trying to target on the new car?
Around probably 6.
I'll be honest with you, if your payoff is about 28,000, figure your car is worth 18 grand roughly. So that's $10,000 in negative equity. That's about $300 a month right there. So the only lease that you would essentially be able to get that would be around the range of where you want to stay in is going to be like a Nissan Sentra or something along those lines. That's with taxes and inception fees.
Yeah, it's a small car. Let's see what he says.
Up front as well.
I'm not interested in that type of car.
I just want to be upfront and honest with you. You have a bunch of negative equity. Did you buy that car brand new?
No, I didn't.
When did you finance the car?
About a year ago?
Yeah. Unfortunately, you're not really going to have much equity in that vehicle up until the very end of that loan. It's one of the downsides of financing. When you want to get out of the car, it's pretty much next to impossible without having some negative equity.
I wish I would do that before I did it.
You live and you learn. Maybe you thought you were going to keep the car for longer. Every payment you're making right now is mainly going towards interest. By the time it starts to go more towards the principal, the car is worth even less. So it never really evens out until the very, very end. So this is going to be the situation up until you're finished paying off. I'm assuming you took a 5 or 6 year loan.
Yeah, 5.
You should be out of the car in a couple of years. So maybe when you have about a year left on the finance, we could look into something.
Sounds good. Thank you.
He was looking for a savior. Thought he could get one. Tried to see what he could do with this guy. The guy kept it honestly buck with him 100%. Like I would with any man. The guy gave him a solid solution. Homeboy did not want to hear it. He said, I'm good. I don't want to drive something like that. Because imagine a guy that, a lot of his worth or his confidence comes from the car he pulls up in. That's a nightmare for that person. You know what I mean? Like you're asking him to get rid of his superpowers. Like he's not going to do that. He's not going to pull up in a Sentra. He's not going to pull up in a Elantra. He's not going to pull up in a Corolla. He's not going to pull up in a Honda Civic. He's not doing that. You know what I mean? He wants to pull up in his nice luxury brand, G70, which competes with Lexus, BMW, Mercedes. Right? They compete with these big brands. He doesn't want that. Me? You ask me what I'm doing? I'm gonna put my pride to the side. I'm gonna put my ego to the side, and I'm gonna go and get that in the central. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna lease it for 2 years. I'm gonna build some little bit of savings, a little bit of money on the side, some sort of equity, and I'm gonna buy a cash car after I'm done with that. I learned my lesson, but I guess, right? We don't want to do that. We're just gonna live in our misery, look for an excuse, look for a savior, look for somebody to come and save us. And I respect this guy for honestly telling the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, bro, this is what I have for you. Take it or leave it. And do me a favor, right? Comment down below if you ever been in a car that had negative equity. Were you fortunate enough not to be in a negative equity? And yeah, comment down below. I really want to know what you guys' thoughts and opinions are. Even if you disagree with me, let the comments keep rolling.
I just turned 19 and I have a $17,000 car loan. I want out of this car loan so bad that it doesn't make any sense to me.
19.
But I kind of feel like I'm at a rock and a hard place because if I was to trade in, I'm like $12,000 worth of negative equity. I don't even know how to get out of stuff like this because majority of the time people tell you a large tree. I'm not bold enough for all that. Truthfully, I probably should have listened when they was like, get a cash card, get a cash card. Probably should have done that because I just don't feel like it's worth the extra like $400 a month. Really more than that because it's really like it's costing me like $1,000 a month just to keep this car. And if I'm paying $1,000 a month, I feel like I want something newer instead of a 2015 Nissan.
At 19, and you're paying $1,000 a month, and advices were given to you, right? Opinions were given to you. People tried to sit down and be level-headed with you and told you to get a cash car. Again, I don't want a cash car. You know what I mean? I'm good on that. But it goes back to, right, that some people need to experience these type of things. Like suffering and pain is good for certain people. You know what I mean? That's how we learn as humans, right? And what she meant by a large tree is basically they're telling her to commit insurance fraud, right? Where the gap will cover like 20% of it, and then the insurance kicks in and pays off the other one to kind of erase the loan. But if you're already thinking that far and you're that down the road, you should have just listened and got a cash car. And the problem with social media is they're gonna give you unsolicited criminal advice, and some people will do it. You know what I mean? Like, she does not want to be in their car at 19 years old with a car payment of $1,000. Probably didn't listen to mom. Probably didn't listen to dad. Probably listen to big bros. She probably has sisters. I don't know. We're not gonna listen to none of that. We're just gonna go follow our, intuitions, wishful thinking, and try to flex. But having a car that's negative equity you don't own is like being in prison because you can't get out of it unless you get into a lease, right? Even with the lease, you're still gonna be. It's kind of like renting. You're gonna rent a car for 2-3 years just to get out of a loan. Your car payment just went up. It's just a constant cycle of like sadness and despair. Like it's just, and the banks win. This is what happens when you just jump into a situation not knowing how to crunch numbers, how to do your own research. And we live in a digital age of information, y'all. Information is everywhere. You got AIs that would tell you break step by step how to break things down. We're not trying to hear that though. We want to look big and flex. This one is the best one, and that's the reason why I made this one last.
Everybody call a customer. She wants to trade in 2 cars for a Lamborghini Urus. Let's see what she got to say.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going? This is Gus with Legacy Motor Cars.
Hey, hi Russ. How are you doing today?
Not too bad. So, you sent me the information on TikTok. You got 2 cars you want to trade in for a Urus?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I just want to be very upfront with you. I'm pretty upside down on my trade.
Okay. So I did appraise both of them. Let me go back to real quick and see where I appraise them at. The Aston Martin DBX. Let me see here. That's a nice car. How do you like it?
I love it, but I just feel like the Urus just kind of fits a little bit more my lifestyle.
Okay.
And also, I'm trying to be a little bit more financially cautious about what I'm spending every month.
Nah, for sure. So on
Financially cautious, but we're gonna double down and get $150,000 car. That's girl math for you. That's girl math.
The DBX, I was like gonna offer you 80,000 on trade in. And then Mars is like 78, but I know that that color in particular is nice. You took good care of it. It's just a little bit higher mileage, so you have around 20,000 miles, right?
Yes,
Okay.
About 20-ish.
Yeah, so you're looking at about 80 on that, and then the Audi Q8, you're looking at about I think I'd praise it at like 40,000. What do you owe on each?
Still owe on the Martin. I still owe about 180,000.
180?
Yes.
How much did you buy it for?
Bought it for 240,000.
That's crazy. What about
Wait,
the
what?
Audi?
Yeah, I bought it for
Oh, on each.
still owe on the Martin. I still owe about 180,000.
180?
Yes.
How much did you buy it for?
Bought it for 240,000.
That's crazy.
That's
What about
disgusting.
the Audi?
Yeah, I bought it for 100,000.
100,000.
Yes, I still owe about 70 on it.
You're $100,000 negative equity on the Aston Martin, and then on the Audi you're about 30,000. So that's 130 grand. Are you able to? I mean, I know you want to trade in for the Urus, but more than likely, you're gonna have at least 100,000 or so to put up for the negative equity.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get around it. Is there anything that you can help me with?
So I mean, I might be able to roll over some negative equity depending on your credit, but as far as the, being $130,000 negative, that's tough. I mean, I can maybe try to increase my trading values a little bit, but it's not going to help you much. You're probably going to need at least $120,000.
I think that the negative equity, it's just something that I'm going to have to deal with regardless.
Okay.
If I trade them in now or later.
Okay. So I mean, are you able to, get that down payment to cover that or no?
Yeah, I'm able to. I can also just ask my dad. He has a big construction company, and he's always willing to help. So I can always just contact him and see what he can help me with, what he can come up with as well.
Okay. Sounds good. Well, just let me know. I'm gonna text you over from my personal number, and then just see if you can come up with that, and then we can go from there. Because yes, it's tough, but hey, I mean, if you can afford it, that's great.
Yeah. Let's see what we can do.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you so much for
helping
me out.
$130,000 negative equity. That's how much the damn Urus is worth. We're gonna double down and make finance. She said she wants to be financially cautious and she wants to make better financial decisions. Big construction company, big baller. But I think he's saved her multiple times in the past. I think he's gotten her out of positions that she feels entitled now to always run back to her dad. Girl math. Girl, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just think if I'm the dad in this situation, I'm not saving her from nothing. She's going to learn. The Audi RS Q8 has the same engine as the Urus, and they look the same. It's just a different emblem, different badge. Search it up if you think I'm lying. This girl needs a damn Highlander. This girl needs a Camry for a little bit. This girl needs to be in the bus, transit. She needs to be on the subway. The dad has got to stop funding this girl's lifestyle, bro. This girl needs to be financially stripped from any decision making, access to credit cards, access to funds. She needs to sit home and think about this decision for at least 2 years, 24 months, right? It's just ridiculous. All those videos had one thing in common. They do not want a solution. They just want a pity party. They want you to feel sorry for them. They want you to give them excuses. They want you to support them down in the comments and tell them that this is okay. It's normalized, everybody in this situation. There's nothing normal about this. But I'm ending the video here, y'all. Comment down below your thoughts and opinion. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.